You ever realize you were only a part of the friend group because you were convenient, not because they cared about you? I had this experience first when I was in high school. Keep in mind, I knew these kids since I was young because we all grew up playing sports together and we were always, at practice or whatever, and those people naturally become your friends, right? And so homecoming rolls around freshman year and, we're all sitting at a lunch table. There's about 15 of us guys and there's like 15 girls or whatever. And they just made the plans right in front of me and didn't include me in the plans. Like just blatantly didn't give a shit, acted as if I wasn't even there. One of my friends owned a boat and he was also somewhat on the outskirts of the friend group. And there was this one time where, we had planned to go out on the boat and, boats have max capacities. Like you can only have like 8 people on the boat or some shit. And so I got invited and then I got a message basically saying like, oh, we're not going out because the weather's bad. But really what ended up happening was I got disinvited so that one of like the inner friend group guys could get invited. And then I ended up finding out. I never even confronted the guy because I was just like, it almost seems like disrespectful to myself to even give these guys the time of day. And, keep in mind, like I'm around these people constantly because we always did sports together and like we're in school, the same classes. And so they were always cordial, but they didn't give a shit about me. I was the last person they ever cared about. I remember there was one time, so I didn't get invited to a single high school party ever, not one, except for the exception of this one time where I got invited and then I straight up got disinvited. This girl was like, hey, they were too scared to tell you, but I'll tell you to your face, like, we don't want you at the party. You might be thinking like, oh, maybe they just like didn't like you because you're an asshole or something. And listen, like, it's definitely like possible. Like I don't want to be one of those guys that's like not like self-aware at all. Like maybe it's a possibility, but the truth is that I never ever disrespected anybody the way that they would disrespect me. I didn't feel like I was annoying. That's just my honest take. I could be wrong, but that's how I felt. But you might be asking like, why did I put up with that for so long? And the truth is that I was just genuinely too scared to be alone. Like these guys were the only friends I'd known my entire life. Like we grew up together, so it was just like one of those things. Like I'd rather have shitty friends than no friends. But I can tell you right now, it is better to have no friends and be alone than to have shitty friends. And those examples are only scratching the surface. I have so much more if you guys are actually interested to hear.